Shannen Koostachin was a young girl with very big dreams. She was a tireless crusader for a new school in her home of Attawapiskat, a fly-in community near James Bay. Shannen took it upon herself to lobby the federal government to build a new school there and replace the old one which existed on a toxic waste site. Well, sadly, Shannen lost her life in a car accident last spring. And even though Shannen's gone, New Democrat MP Charlie Angus is keeping her dream alive for better schools and better school facilities for First Nations children in a motion he introduced called Shannen's Dream. New Democrat MP Charlie Angus is on a mission for change. Angus has put forward a motion in the House of Commons called Shannen's Dream to recognize the vision of Shannen Koostachin, a young activist who believed that First Nations children should have equal quality education as children in provincial school.
I would like to talk to you what it is like to be a child who never grows, who would never see a real school. I want to tell you what it is like to never have the chance to feel excited about being educated. It's hard to feel pride when your classrooms are cold.
Sadly, due to her tragic death in a car accident, Shannen was not able to live to see her dream come to fruition.
But today, Shannen's dream lives on in Motion 571.
Motion 571 aims to end what Angus calls systemic underfunding to First Nations schools. He announced his campaign to pay tribute to Shannen Koostachin and the vision she had to transform the quality of education for First Nations children.
So we invite all politicians, First Nation leaders, students, and educators across Canada to make Shannen's dream a reality, because no child should ever have to beg or fight for an education in this country.
Not so long ago, Shannen Koostachin stood on Parliament Hill at a rally just like this and spoke about the need for improved education and educational facilities in First Nations communities across the country. Charlie Angus knew her personally, and that's why this motion is so important to him.
Shannen, she had a spark, and she inspired people, and people got involved in this campaign, and it became this massive grassroots campaign of kids across Canada fighting to get this school built.
Shannen Koostachin was one of a kind. Back in 2008, she was nominated for the International Children's Peace Prize, awarded annually to a child whose courageous or otherwise extraordinary efforts have made an impact on behalf of the rights of children. Cindy Blackstock is with First Nations Child and Family Caring Society. She's the one who nominated Shannen for the International Children's Peace Prize. She first met Shannen at a rally just like this back in 2008.
And as I was standing here looking at this education rally, my mind just went back to seeing her there with her two black ponytails and her t-shirt on, saying that we all deserve safe schools and we just want to learn. She wasn't asking for an iPad. She wasn't asking for the latest fashions. She just wanted a good education.
Grand Chief Stan LOUTTIT represents Shannen's community and is proud of the work she's done and how Charlie Angus is keeping her vision in the forefront.
And he's fought the fight with us and for us, and he's been an advocate, a spokesperson, and we're very grateful that Charlie has taken on this challenge, and he's brought it this far, and we are hopeful that the other parties within the federal government will support Shannen's dream once it's tabled in the House.
We understand how
and this motion has been well received by other parties who support Shannen's dream and hope for the future of First Nations children.
And of course, Charlie was a big supporter of that. He's taken that inspiration and brought it into the House of Commons, and I think it's very admirable and certainly something that I personally, and I'm sure my party, will be supporting.
I think this motion is very important. We would like to reaffirm the importance of education, but also myself, we're going to present a private bill to support that. I think it's important for the government to understand how education is important. It's the beginning of the liberty for a lot of people, and it's very, very important for the First Nation.
Angus believes Shannen's influence will continue to grow in the years to come, and her spirit will live on in future First Nations leaders.
I think her legacy is that other First Nation children will look and say, we can be like Shannen. Shannen stood up against something that was wrong, and we can do that in our communities, and we can do that in our country.